why was his dad here before him?
Well, he told me because he was in a school there because his mother and dad drank, you see. His name was Carilli.
Yeah. And they drank, so...
Before she was married.
Carilli.
And then they signed, I had the Bible here, but I don't know what he done with it. And my husband always carried the rosary beads. And when Danny went to war, I wanted Danny to take the rosary beads. And they took my own little Bible from 1913.
Was his Bible very old?
Well, yeah, it was his mother.
What happened to that?
I think I give it to my husband, give it to his son. But I wanted Danny to take those rosary beads.
Yeah.
My husband put them in his pocket and took them all through the war and broke them, you know. And Danny says, I'll take the Bible.
Yeah.
But he says, if I lose those beads, he says, I'll think I'm doomed.
So he had the Bible, eh?
My husband had it. I should have that Bible here yet somewhere.
But, oh, Danny, when you say Danny, you were talking about your husband, were you? Not my dad?
Yes, your dad.
My dad took the Bible?
He says, I'll take the Bible, Mom. That Bible's been to 2 wars.
Yeah.
But he gave it to me. He says, but I won't take those beads. He says, I think I'm doomed.
Did it have writing in it?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Births and stuff?
I got from the age of 13, my mother gave me that Bible.
So it was your Bible, was it?
It was my own Bible. And that should be here somewhere now, somewhere.
But what about, you were saying like your husband had a Bible, didn't he?
Yeah, that was his mother's.
So that's not the one my dad had. He had yours, did he, or did he have that one?
No, he had his own, you see. He was your grandfather McGinn.
Yeah.
He was born in Liverpool.
Right. I think 1895 or something like that.
He's a Liverpool Irishman.
Well, where did he, is his family from Cork or?
Yeah, somewhere. The mother's name was Sarah Jane Carilli.
But was his father born in Cork?
I don't know where his father was born. But they were Catholic, you know.
Yeah.
They were Catholic. And it's funny, I can remember my husband's own number when he went overseas. I remember him going out at oh no, I'm thinking, I can remember them going out on the train. They went to the First World War, your grandfather,
yeah.
You know, McGinn.
Yeah.
And I can remember seeing them go. Yeah. Because being McGinn, so Dan and any McGinns, I get balled up, Bob.
That's right.
It's half McGinn family until they got married. See, Mabel, no, Harry's a McGinn.
Yeah.
But she was a Green.
Yeah. So he left for a while, didn't he, my grandfather?
Oh, he was gone. I had a warrant out for him for...
A warrant?
Yeah, for about 13 years to catch him, and I couldn't. He built the first chalet.
First what?
Up there, the chalet.
Chalet?
Yeah, and it burnt down. They built another one.
Which mountain? Hollyburn or
up on,
Grouse?
Up on the Grouse Mountain.
Grouse.
And I had a big picture like that. They gave it to him from a PLIB. He was a smart man, you know.
He built it? He was the foreman or something? Or?
He went up there and picked out all the lumber and everything for it.
Yeah.
And they gave him a great big picture like that. Somebody took it off my wall. I don't know where it went. Of course, he got in with a lot of big men, and you know. Yeah.
Well, how would he do that? What?
Well, what's his word? PLIB was a big outfit then.
What's PLIB?
The Pacific Lumber Inspection Bureau.
Oh.
I don't know whether there's one now or not.
So was he an inspector most of the time? Like when you were first married?
Yeah. He could stand at the bottom of a bunch of lumber and tell you every inch was in it.
Yeah.
Then when we went to Parkhurst to him, after he'd been away all those years, I had the 3 kids with me, and somebody didn't think I was his wife, you know. I thought I was his wife, all right. So I went to Parkhurst. And We took a little house across the lake.
What lake was this?
Oh, God,
Where's
I don't-
Parkhurst? Is it on Vancouver Island?
No, it's up. You went through Squamish Way and up that way.
Oh, way up there. Through Squamish.
Uh-huh. And they had a couple of floods. And up there in the winter, they had 22 feet of snow. They used to have to leave somebody at the cookhouse to look after it. There's a lot of water going under the bridge, you forget, you know.
Yeah. Gee.
I wish I could remember everything. Yeah, I sure do. Funny thing.
Well, what did he do? Just come back one day or what?
Oh, he wanted to come back, and of course I took him back. Yeah. But he left us for what? 13 years, I think it was.
Well, did he, when he came over here from Liverpool, he was 16,
To his dad.
to his dad. What was his dad working here in
His dad was a longshoreman.
Longshoreman?
Mm-hmm.
In Vancouver?
He must have worked here somewhere.
Yeah. Well, didn't he have a job on the boats or something?
Your father.
My grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to work on the Prince Rupert boat
Yeah.
with my brother-in-law, Bob Brown. That's right. You're quite right.
So he worked on there for a few years, eh?
Uh-huh. Yep.
He must have been, but he wasn't working on those boats when you got married, eh?
Who?
My grandfather. Your husband.
No, we come with charge, I think.
Yeah.
Because he come to the laundry on 3rd Avenue to measure me for my wedding ring.
To the laundry.
I worked in the laundry on 3rd Avenue.
Just after you worked at on the elevator?
Oh, yeah.
You were older then.
I wasn't very old then. But things are so much different and everything, you know. I can't put a street. Now, I wouldn't know a street where to go anymore.
Yeah.
I get confused. Yeah.
Well, was it your mother who was Salvation Army?
Yeah. My mother was one of the first women in old General Booth's Sunday school in England. One of the first women. And we used to go down, my mother put a wreath on old General Booth when he died, and put on from number 1 Corps. But your father...
Oh, that picture of her? She has some kind of a uniform on or something,
No.
doesn't she? No?
No, she's just got a hat on, an old-fashioned hat with the feathers on. But my mother, see, we were in England then. We went to England. And my mother lived in the lower part of England, you know. She wasn't brought up in the classy part of England. And she sent from England this, how did she do that? Was it here or there? But she put it on her old General Booth. It was the only one went down with her at that time. From Vancouver, number 1 Corps. And that number 1 Corps is still there.
Mm-hmm.
But they fixed it up. We walked, my mother and I, and we used to walk there twice on Sundays. My dad didn't go much, but my mother did.
So your dad wasn't Salvation Army, was he?
Well, he was all right. He didn't go. He was building our house on Cedar Street then. Yeah.
They were married in the Salvation Army, weren't they?
No, they were married in England. Have to be married in England, my mother and father.
Oh, you were married in the Salvation Army?
No,
No, not even you?
no. As much as we went, my mother made us go to church to be married. To a church.
Some church down here, eh? You got married in?
Yeah, I got married in the Holy Trinity Church on 7th Avenue over here somewhere. It's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would that be was that a real big occasion when, like, say when you got married? Was it a big wedding? Or
When I got married, all the boys was overseas.
all your brothers?
Yeah, and my mother had a yard at 1848 4th Avenue. She had all their pictures and she had it all took. And then we had a lunch. See, my husband was gone there too, you know, to overseas. He went to 7th Battalion.
Yeah.
And
So
it's
he-
funny.
Right after you, yeah, before you were married, eh?
Before.
Yeah.
And it's a funny thing. Let me see. You know, I didn't like him very much when he come back. He was sarcastic.
Yeah.
But he had his knee cap blown off.
Oh?
And yeah. But then you see, when he come back, he started to drink.
Yeah.
And you know, your own dad wouldn't let him come where you kids were. He told him if he wanted to go there, he couldn't come there. He had to stop drinking.
Yeah, I remember him a bit.
Huh?
I remember him a bit, you know. I think I was 7
Yeah.
when he died. Yeah.
Yeah. But then you see, he left us for, 13 years and we couldn't find him. But I did find him one night. He was in a, I had a girlfriend here. She's dead now too, poor old Chrissy. And he was in this beer parlor with us, and she was a nurse, some sort of a nurse. And he just got a one beer parlor into the other. But we found him. And I told him he better come and see his children. Yeah. Oh, my goodness, it's a funny old world. Funny old world. Just hard to place it. I've often said if I could put the horse before the cart, I could write a good book. What I've seen in hotels. I worked in the Belmont for 14 years. I worked in the Devonshire for 14 years.
14 years each, eh? Yeah, well, I can remember coming to see you when you worked in one of those hotels.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember going to see you once when you worked in a restaurant, too.
Down here with Ada. I worked in that restaurant at night.
Yeah.
That restaurant's down. Ada lives down here. I washed dishes down there at night, and we worked till 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Which restaurant?
Oh, it's a different name now.
Is it still there, though, eh?
Yeah, and a different name.
Whereabouts?
Right on the same corner.
Yeah, but what street was it? I
On
don't
27th Avenue.
27th, it was up that way, wasn't
On
it?
Main.
Main? 27th and Main.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you something there.
Well, you were talking about Ada or something.
Yeah, Ada. I worked in the cafe with her. And we used to work and clean up, and I did and she did, and a policeman picked me up there one night, and he says to me, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." He said, "You sure?" And there was 2 in a car. I said, "Yeah." He said, "Where do you live?" I says, I lived up here, right here, and where Babe lived.
On 6th Avenue.
And the lot's still empty where Babe used to work and make plastic things. So,
Was that next door to her house?
right next door to the house.
Yeah.
And Alan stuccoed all that house, you know.
Yeah.
But the lot's never been rented since. Never been rented. They must have bought the 2 lots. No. Right here, there's this condominium. I lived upstairs and the little woman's there. But the house is gone, now it's all apartments down here. This was nothing but old cars. That's
Yeah.
right there.
Where this building is.
Never anything but old cars. Yep. Oh, it's changed. It's changed. Yep.
What kind of stuff do you remember about my dad when he was a kid?
Your father?
Yeah.
Well, for quite a while, he had a bunch of rabbits. And he used to go down to the rabbits. And when he got out to come home for lunch, he didn't think he had to go back. So the tour officer come after one day. And I said to him, he's down there, he doesn't think he should go back. So the guy goes down, I said, "You wouldn't talk to him like that." Well, I made him get rid of the rabbits. That was on 41st. Right up 41st. There was a telephone office on the corner. I think you lived down there somewhere. Yeah.
Big telephone building or something, was it?
Yeah, it was a telephone building.
Near West Boulevard?
Yep. So I went down and spoke to him. And down he didn't stay home. But I made him get rid of the rabbits. Now this is true. We got rid of he had 2 rabbits.
Yeah.
And he took them down to this park and one come back home.
Took them down to the park, just let them go, you
And
mean?
let them go, the 2 rabbits. I said, you got to get rid of them. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, it's a funny old world, I'll tell you, Bob. It's really. Well, now, how's your little ones?
Yeah.
How are they?
Oh, they're fine. The oldest one's in kindergarten.
And did he take to the, no, it's not yours, it's on Babe's side.
Ryan is the oldest.
But he was jealous for a while, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's come out of that, has he?
Oh, yeah. And Todd, he's 3.5 now.
It's funny how things run, Bob.
Yeah. I
wish it wasn't playing on here.
Why?
Well, it's connected with Dave. It's an awful funny thing how things run.
Yeah, they're right there in the corner, Graham. Right here they are.
These are yours.
Yeah.
I got that little one, but I sit in the wrong end of the patio.
Yeah, I know.
And
It's dark.
It turned out dark.
Yeah.
But I keep them, but I was just going to say, I wish that wasn't on right now. Because...
Well, we can turn it off.
Yeah, for a minute.
These will be nice to have.
Yeah, if I can think a little better, a different little thing, I should put it down, Bob. But I don't, you know. But sometimes I sit there by myself and I think, and I can think a little better.
Yeah.
But when I get up, I'll get around sometimes, I'm all nerves, you know. My nerves are terrific. I'm all nerves, but I have got a good doctor.
Yeah.
Often.
What have you got, one tooth left now? Just one?
I want the other one to come out. Yes, it's loose. They were twisted.
Oh, it's real loose.
It'll come, but they grow long, Bob.
Yeah.
I just got one out a little while ago, and I got them all in a bottle here, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't have teeth, you know. Why, I wouldn't have gone to work if I didn't have teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, they when Harry was over the other night for a little while. She has a little one.
You said something before about going to some dentist, didn't you?
Yes, and he gave me gas. And they had to take me. Emma was with me. She says, put her on. She says, no. T. Portons. Over on 41st Avenue.
Hey?
Her name was T. Porton on 41st Avenue.
T. Porton?
Yep, there was 2 brothers. But I had toothache so bad. And I used to use Jiffy. I used to have to take it to work with me, you know.
They used to have it then too, eh?
Oh, God, I've suffered from my teeth.
That must be old, that Jiffy. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's not much good to keep now. No, but I got a good doctor now. He keeps me my nerves down, and I take a water pill. That's so I won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said to the nurse, you know, I said, of course I walk with a stick when I go out, but Sally takes me.
You go out for a walk now?
No, I won't go alone. I fall down and break my neck. Of course my eyes are not good either. But I wouldn't have cataracts taken off.
Yeah.
And the old man where my doctor sent me said, you're a smart girl. He says, they only grow back on again. Yeah.
So you can see fairly well, eh? You can see the TV.
Not bad, because Danny went with me and I had a pair of glasses here. But I don't know how Danny manages. He had to pay $18 or something. But they're just, I wanted the dark ones. But the fellow said no. He said, you'll confuse her. He said, you'll confuse her if she gets the dark one.
Yeah.
But you see, Donna's wearing them, and so does Donna. I said to Donna the other day, for God's sake, Donna. Of course, Donna's got nice teeth too, you know.
Yeah.
I said, for God's sake, Donna. I said, be sure and take care of your teeth. But she had some of them done. She got nice little teeth, and Don has lovely teeth, his own. Yeah. On the little house we lived in at Parkhurst, it's pen painted. A man up there done it. I've got a cedar box downstairs that your old grandfather, like my husband, picked to make it. It's downstairs. Francie always wanted that, and I said if I could get a big packing box, I'd give it to Francie. Because I used to have it over on West 12th Avenue in a great big walking cupboard there.
Yeah.
And I used to put my pillows and hang up winter things. I've often said, Francie would like that box. She always said she would. It was cedar, you see, all solid cedar.
You lived there for quite a while, didn't you, on 12th Avenue? It must have been quite a few years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 14 years on West 12th. And I used to go out there every morning, catch the bus at 8, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock to get down to the Belmont for 9, or whatever time we went, and go into. He was a polar bear. The man next, what was he in? And oh gosh.
Polar Bear Club, you mean?
Yeah. I used to go every day and swim down at English Bay. Yeah.
Where did you first live when you got married?
On Hornby Street.
In a house on Hornby?
Uh-huh. Right across from school.
Across from what school?
Oh God, don't ask me.
Hornby Street, across from school, eh?
Right from school. Yeah.
Did you work then when you first got married or not?
No.
No.
No. And I used to bake every Sunday morning. Now I don't know how to bake anything.
Just on Sundays you used to be?
I used to do that on Sunday. Yeah.
And that's when my grandfather was he a lumber inspector then?
A lumber inspector. And your father used to stencil all the ends of them, put a number on them, your dad.
That was after he got older, eh?
Yep. And Babe used to get out and pipe the poles in at Parker's. And I took...
Well, so you did live at Parkhurst, eh?
Oh, yeah.
This is when my dad was older then.
Uh-huh.
Is that where Sally was born?
No, he wasn't. Who was Sally?
Yeah.
No, Sally was born in... oh, God, I think where she was born. I don't know, the birth certificate's up there. Oh, God, I forgot.
Well, I thought maybe, like you said you went to live at Parkhurst.
Yeah.
That's after my grandfather had been away for a long time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then Sally must
And
have been...
I took him back.
Sally must have been born after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I took him back. That's why, see, it's only Danny. And I think it was 4 or 5 or something. But I said to Danny, I said to them, now you sit there till I get dressed. But he cut a piece out of their hair there and a piece out there.
Yeah. Who did, my dad?
Yeah, I said you needed your hair cut.
So he cut them?
He started. Because I used to make him sit up until I got dressed. I was taking him somewhere, I don't know. That salad, that big,
Yeah.
and that's how we used to dress. And they had wet stockings on. And that's where they're going to get their custody.
But did you work much after he left you?
Pretty well, though.
You worked most of the time, eh?
Yeah, I worked nearly all my life, that's what I say.
Could you get enough to...
I'd work now if I could, Bob.
Could you earn enough at that time to raise 3 kids?
Oh, we done our best. The price of stuff wasn't the same.
Because they didn't have anything like welfare, did they?
No, yeah, we could go down to the, what's the name, and get so much welfare.
Oh.
We got tickets and what have you from them.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they sold, it used to be called the ABC Hotel. And then they sold some of them. And I still worked in the Belmont. I ain't moved it.
A newspaper clipping?
No. It's a I got good references.
Is that when you worked in the Belmont then? When you had the kids on your own?
Oh, sure. No. They were married now. I lived on West Oak. Yeah. I don't know what this is.
Let's see.
That's not it.
No?
This is my pension thing again. Yeah, there's the Belmont Hotel. But they sold two. They sold the Abbotsford and the castle. I hoped I'd be with them. I hoped I'd be with them too.
1959. Dear Alice, I'm enclosing a token of my appreciation for your fine effort during the past year. I sincerely trust that with your continued support, the coming year will be a profitable one for all of us. The Belmont and Castle Hotels' combined operations for 1959 ended in the red, and it is only by your striving for the best public relations that we can reverse this trend. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you.
And I got one where I found $100 the first day I went in there.
You found $100 in the hotel?
Underneath the register. And I sent it down to the manager. Mr. Oh, what was his name? Oh, God, I forget his name. And I thought, wouldn't it be funny if it was play money?
Yeah, well, I remember when you worked there. That's when you had trouble with your hands and that, didn't you?
Yeah. And I still have it. If I get into detergents, I have to put rubber gloves on.
Yeah.
Dermatitis. I still have it. But my doctors told me to use baby oil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I have different things, all around.
Yeah.
But I've got all their, what's the name? Yeah. This little fella. I was just going to say it's funny, isn't it? There's Babe, like she is, nothing at all. Mm-hmm. Everything all out. But she does so many days in Simpson's ears.
Yeah.
And one of her little boys, these are one of her little grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, Dory. Yeah. Funny. Yeah. But I take them out and put them back in their locker. Yes, and I work down here in the city center. I'd like to be able to go to work again, I'll tell you. It's better than being like this.
Well, did you go to one of the public schools in Vancouver?
I didn't go to school much. I used to stay home and do the housework. I didn't have much schooling. No, I didn't.
You did the housework for your mom, you mean?
Yeah. And I used to think, sometimes, well, she used to sit there with the 3 kids, you see. God, we got here.
What's that?
They never see us here.
That looks like an old one.
It is. I thought one was older than that, too. Yeah, I found that. It doesn't always seem to right.
No, this is fine. This is okay. Yeah.
But I want to get some stuff, but I can't do it myself. I can't push and pull. No more. If I get up to a cupboard, I knock everything flying. I can't see it. But I haven't got glaucoma.
December the 2nd today.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that. I can set my little up in there. But I hate these ovens.
Sally comes over usually, doesn't she? Does she come over once in a while?
Just when she's not coming until Monday.
Oh.
She'll take me to shop. But I get so much in the damn fridge, and I don't know. And if she thinks I've had anything too long, she'll throw it out. Well, I'll say it's up in the fridge. Of course, they're not the best. Such a Babe says. Babe says I get sick. Babe don't like to cook no more. And we get a bit of mince. They weigh the bread, so it'd weigh properly. And they give you this mince. And I remember when we used to go home, we used to eat all this mince off the top of the bread from my mother. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, it's changed. So.
I guess they didn't have any cars then, eh? Down in that part of London?
Not that I ever seen one. Here now they got cars to go to the army in. But they never, it's always sunny. They never drove a car on Sunday. It was always sunny.
You wouldn't drive a car? Did your dad used to have a car?
No.
Never, eh?
We've never had a car. First cars we've had, the kids has got.
So even my grandfather never had a car, eh?
No, he certainly didn't. He had a horse and buggy down in Montreal. That's what he picked us up in.
Who?
My father. When we went down to Montreal one time. A horse and buggy. You see, it rains here. And my mother couldn't stand the rain, you see. Well, they're not down there. But they got the snow there. Yeah.
Get lots of snow, eh?
Yeah.
Well, did you live around a lot of French people?
Oh, it's always been French in Montreal.
Well, you can't speak French, though, eh?
I can swear some of it from here now.
Yeah, but... Well, how come she would know French and you wouldn't?
She married a Frenchman.
Oh, I see, but... You must have been in the English part of Montreal, eh?
Well, they have spoke different Frenches, a lot of them, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Comment tu vas? Voici shit. Parlez-vous français?
Yeah.
But I can't think what I do know them too.
Yeah.
Montreal, I think that's go to hell. Because I used to hear Emma, you see, he was French. He told me his father was, oh God, I'll never get to meet his father. And then Jimmy, he married a French girl. Through the war, come from Rouen, France. And they couldn't speak it. She couldn't. And my mother used to get mad because he used to speak French.
Did your mom and dad know French?
No. No.
Never spoke any, eh?
No. No, not that I know. No.
What?
My mother used to say to Jimmy, when he'd sit and talk to this girl, she come from Rouen in the war. And he used to say to her, well, my mother used to say, you speak our language. But she couldn't speak a word of English, this girl. Rouen, France.
Why did your dad move to Montreal?
I don't know how they got around to it, Bob, I'm sure.
Because they were in London, eh?
I don't know how they got there. But they were in Montreal quite a bit.
Yeah.
Because Clara and Bob was there. And you see, Bob was going to come up here. He was a Scotsman, and he was a swell fella. Bob Brown.
Who's that?
My brother-in-law. That's what I thought one day. There's browns, whites, and it ain't green, but it's greeno, Georgie, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll never forget the time this little fellow was sick. Was it him that she had, Georgie?
Chad.
Chad. I had a little thing here, and we used to, it was Georgie, I think, used to be sick. She was a little black-headed thing. And as soon as she'd take the honey off her, what's her name, she'd spit it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember saying to your grandmother, she looks at you as though she wants something. And Mrs. Green says to me, well, she gets all she can get. You know how she is when she was younger than that. Yeah. Yeah. But your dad the last time, yeah, Danny, wasn't too good when he came up. He didn't feel very well.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't feeling so hot.
I think he's feeling better now. Have you been out? Have you been out to their place?
No.
Yeah.
Well, they're not too far, I don't think, away from Allen's. Dave's husband. Allen says he don't know how he put that place up. The lumber he started in it. No wonder he was sick. He says, good God, the lumber that's in that place. He says that I got 2 kids out of it. I went out there once.
There's the sun shining.
Yeah, rainy sun. I went out to that camp you got once.
Yeah.
God. And your mother pulled the blinds across. And I remember we all slept on the floor, and your mother takes the flashlight. Oh God, you had a big dog.
Yeah, yellow lab.
And I got a picture where you're standing on that ramp thing that they got. It's a wonder that bloody place hasn't washed into the sea there, you know. And you've got a great big fish.
Yeah.
I got the picture of that from it. But you see, I give Sally a lot. There's nowhere to put nothing here about it. Can't put nothing nowhere.
Does Sally still live up by Little Mountain?
Uh-huh. And Don goes to work out there. And Donna goes where Greg was going. But Greg says he went to Hawaii, you know. But he said he had to go and do a little bit of work to spend too much money at Hawaii. Yeah.
Dave's moving today.
Where's he going? He's not married. No, I got the only wedding dress. And I said one day I'll get rid of it. I thought, no, I won't. There's one more to get married.
You have your wedding dress?
I got the wedding dress. I went to, no, I was married in a movie color. And a 13-button shoes. My husband made them. You see, he can make shoes. That was his trade. And I only wore a short dress, and it was I wore it for I don't know how long.
Yeah, he was a shoemaker, wasn't he?
That was his trade in the old country.
Well, that was pretty young then. He never did it over here?
Yes, he did for a while. At Peary Paris.
Hey?
At Peary Paris. He could make any kind of shoe. Yeah. Any kind of shoes. Peary Paris and all those.
Is that in Vancouver?
Huh?
Peary Paris.
Peary Paris, it was in Vancouver. Yeah. And they're cripples but he made a pair for a woman that lived on 4th Avenue. My old man did. They're expensive shoes, you know. Yeah.
You wouldn't have any shoes that he made, eh?
No. I had the last out of my own one time and I threw them out.
Did you?
Yeah. I got sick of them hanging around though. Yeah. And I used to, in the Salvation Army when we had a drill, I used to have clubs. And I could swing clubs. No, of course I can't get on a chair. I can't swing myself. Funny.
He learned that at the school, did he, in England? In Liverpool?
Yeah, she made. Yeah.
What happened to his mom?
His mother, well, she must have died. Her name, before she was married, was Sarah Jane Crilly.
Yeah. Did she die before
You see, I named Sally.
Yeah.
Sarah. My mother's name was Mariah. Yeah.
Yeah. Did his mom die before he came from Liverpool?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because his father was a longshoreman too.
Longshoreman.
A big man. Yeah.
Was he bigger than him?
Oh yes, he wasn't a big man. Your grandfather wasn't a big man.
No. But his dad was, eh?
Yeah, great big man.
How tall?
Quite a tall man, the big man. Yeah. Yeah.
He was a longshoreman.
Uh-huh.
Did he work around Vancouver?
I don't know. It's funny to see Babe's son, Alan.
Mm-hmm.
He's longshore too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's longshore. And then she had that little cripple one. And the other one's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, we got people here 83 years old in this place. We've had 2 or 3 of them pass away. Yeah.
Well, you've been here a long time now, eh?
Where in Canada?
No. Well, I know you
I
were.
was here before it was finished.
Must be 10 years almost, eh?
Oh, no, I think 7 or 8 years. I was here before this damn place was finished, though.
Yeah, it's got to be more than 10 years, I would think. Because I wasn't married. Or no, don't remember.
You see, I get buckled up. This won't play on there, will it?
Oh yeah, unless we stop it, it will.
Oh. So there's only Marie and I left out of 18 of the family. My mother
18 kids?
My mother had 18.
Boy, no wonder you can't remember them all.
I can't. I told the doctor that one time, and he nearly died.
Gee. Boy, that's a lot.
It is. There was a set of twins, I know.
Twins.
I'm not going to Charlie's gone. But the older ones, you see, as they got older, they helped out and done, and I can't remember it now.
Your husband did he ever have a brother or a sister?
No.
He was an only child?
Yes, to what I know. Yeah. But he wasn't a big man, you know.
No.
But you know, he turned to drinking. And I think it was your father that stopped him. Told him he couldn't come there if he was going to drink. Kitty liked him. But he was a well-educated man. He had the education and he just threw it down the drain, Bobby. I will give him his credit for that. He wasn't meant well. Yep. More than I did. But he never moved. Except, and he'd read those darn, what's the name stories? Crimes, and he'd sit and read. And he wouldn't move. And he never picked one of you kids up and put them on his lap or nothing, you know. Well,
you read a lot?
yeah, read a lot. But those are fiction stories, you know?
Yeah.
That's, But I don't like being alone, you see. I'm not one that likes to be alone. I like somebody to come in, and if I have to make 20 cups of tea a day, I turn around and come in and say hello to me, I feel better. And I don't put that damn thing on much. I put it on in the morning for the time, and you never know what you're going to get on that. And there's one here next door is cranky as all hell. If I put it on and get the news, she knocks on the wall.
Yeah.
I like our first caretaker, McGinn, is living over here. And he's the nicest. I was the first caretaker before we finished. Before this was finished, we were in here before it was finished.
Yeah.
In fact, I was supposed to be way down the end. And that was 313. And this turned out 313. They named it. I was here when they put that wall up and put them things up. But I think this place is going to be door, because she bought one of these screen doors too. Such a screen door. I caught 3 mice here. And the other night I went behind there to try and clean around there. And I kicked the one off. So I just put it away.
What's that?
A mouse trap. I don't need them in here now, I'm not getting them. But you should have seen them. That blade, that stood there, not finished, nothing. And as soon as they stopped, the mice run through, they were running across the road out the street.
You didn't have any in here, did you?
I got 3.
In the apartment here?
Well, you see, he was leaving the door open. Downstairs.
Or maybe they came in through the balcony there or something.
No, I don't know.
Gee.
But I ain't got no more.
No.
Nope. I got one mouse trap sitting there. The other day I went behind here and I kicked it closed, and I thought, well, I'm not going to put it back. There's no more. But that stood so long, it went bankrupt. And these here fellows have come along, but they made a nice building out of it.
Yeah, looks nice.
Yeah. But if anybody wants anything, they know where to come. This is where they come for everything, because they know I can't go out. But they treated me good in the hospital.
Yeah.
And I had a good doctor. Dr. Bell Irving.
Bell Irving?
He was way up Shaughnessy Heights. Sometime. I remember that name. But all the houses I moved in, they've all been torn down. See, I lived down,
You lived up by my Graham Green too, didn't you?
I'm that guy, look what he done. Because our little house I had that night, there was a dog next door and it looked just like the teddy we brought from because the coyotes out at Parker's, they used to run across the Wazoopa. And they tried to entice it, but they couldn't get it. They'd go so far, come back. Just a little puffy thing like that. But we brought that back with us. And
From where?
Parker's.
I still don't know where Parkhurst is.
Well, you went up Squamish.
Because I remember you used to live in that house on 23rd. And before there, didn't you used to live with Babe? Down here.
Yeah.
In the basement.
Her house is still there.
You lived in the basement there for a while, didn't you?
We fixed all that up. And then Babe got a little bit funny, and I thought she wanted it, so I moved. And I moved into a house in the corner here. But there's a condominium there now. But to get up a hill, I think I could never do it now. I have to take a walking stick if I only go outside, you know. But I walk down the hall and back again and get near the wall. I'd have moved in a room here, down here farther. Because I think I had this all washed by, but it needs it now, it needs it again. I'd have moved in a suite down here, away from this one. But Sally thinks this is the best suite for me. So here I am. And, we got two or three of them died. She died. That woman. Now if I move in there, I'll see her everywhere I go. You know, it's funny. Imagination, I guess, Bob. And then I got one next door, our caretaker strict. But they said they had somebody break in down there the other week. Well, Ada lived down there long enough. He was working aristocrat with us, and she never had anybody break in.
The Aristocrat, is that the one at 27th?
Yep.
27th Main? Or?
Yep. That's like when, I never thought Sally was going to marry Don either. There used to be 3 or 4 guys come along there, and I used to say, Sally and Babe and Alan used to sit on the steps, and I used to say at 10 o'clock. And Harry done a lot of it, you know. And I used to say, well, if they come in, you can, I'll make a cup of tea. And I had a nice little dinette in it. It used to be the coal bin. And I said, Alan, take that coal bin out, Alan, and put it under your stairs, because you couldn't get down from downstairs. And he did, and there's a little door open. Well, Babe got a little bit kind of funny, I don't know. I thought I'd better get out of here. She wanted it. But I left a bunch of stuff there, and she got it. So anyway, it's gone. There's a lot of it gone. And I got a lot of bits of old stuff there that belonged to Tom Prowan's mother.
Was that your sister?
Marie, yes, and she's been married twice. Then her husband dropped dead on the buses, you know. Marie's second husband. But she's got too much money. I don't know where she got it from. Yeah.
You said my grandfather used to sing, eh?
Yes, he was a good singer. Yeah.
He
There's
never...
one fella on Lawrence Welks, exactly like him, but he's taller. Marie said one time, what did he look like? Well, if I said I was to say, you think I was crazy.
Did he have an Irish accent? Or did he have an English accent?
No, he was kind of a brogy. But he sings on Lawrence Welks. And his name is Jimmy something. And he looks just like him. Marie called him. I said I was to say that. She think I was crazy. I said he looks like, we called him the old man, you know. Because he was never home. He was gone for, well, we couldn't find him for over 13 years. He disappeared. And he got in with this nurse and a lawyer. Oh, God, I don't know. Oh, yeah, we got women here 83. A lot of old ladies here. But you can't never catch this. I hope they're saying this caretaker, because he's got an old second-hand store down there. Well, he says if we pick that old piece of carpet up or that place downstairs, it looks better without it.
Yeah.
So we can't stand it, he's garbage.
All that rubber stuff? Yeah.
But Mabel told me you had a pretty carpet. She was going to tell me one time. But this is too much to pick up. This is a hardback and there's rubber under it. But I like it.
Yeah, she was up to see us, but we weren't home. We were on holidays, I think.
Oh.
And the babysitter was there.
You got a babysitter?
Well, we have a lady who looks after the kids if we want to go somewhere.
Well, didn't, whose mother did it used to be? Didn't Candace's mother?
Her parents lived there.
Yeah.
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 Her mom and dad lived there.
Oh.
And her youngest sister still.
Do you see much of them?
Oh, once in a while, yeah. Not a lot.
But you got quite a big place you built now, haven't you?
Yeah. It's a big house.
Yeah. You're doing a lot of business.
Yeah, we're pretty busy. We're moving into a new office in 2 weeks. Well, not even that. Less than 2 weeks.
You're getting out of the house, are you?
No, the office. See, I was in an office before, but we just rented. And we built our own office.
I tell you what I always thought was nice. Where you had made, I'm sure it was you, the baby little room on the patio, and done it all in, and I thought that was a cute. And then you made that, what was it, a bookcase out of the stone. I thought that was nice. I thought that was real nice. And Janice, does she still talk about 5 vegetables? You took us all round, remember?
Yeah, she cooks a lot.
Yeah.
She's expecting in May.
Yeah, I didn't know that until Greg told me. But I think, I don't know about Greg. She doesn't seem like the type at all. She's got a good job at the BC Telephone, you know.
Well, they might have some kids one day, I don't know.
Yeah. That was Greg who told me. But I didn't know.
Yeah. Well,
that's fine. We got our first caretaker we had lives over here. I told people.
I'm tired. I didn't sleep much.
I'm almost tired.
I didn't sleep much last night on the train.
Well, that was a nice trip when I went to out there that time. It was a real nice trip.
This took quite a while. It took 10.5 hours.
Well, do you go through a tunnel now?
Oh yeah, there's lots of tunnels. I didn't see much. I didn't get on the train till 10:30.
I had a nice trip when I went out there that time.
Oh, you should come up again. The trains are real nice now.
Yeah, I'm afraid of traveling now. I wouldn't go up alone or anything.
Well, you get somebody to go with you.
My nerves are too bad. That's my nerves have got me.
You should come up in the summertime though. It's pretty cold up there now.
Yeah. Got no snow.
Oh yeah.
Have you?
Lots of snow.
I thought maybe you would have.
But in the summertime, maybe, if you want to come up, it's nice and warm. Maybe you could come up with Donna or somebody like that.
Donna's a big girl now.
Yeah. How old is she now?
14.
14.
She's going after a teacher.
Yeah.
But Greg says he had to go back to work for a little while because he's got too much.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him.
Sally's been over to Hawaii, you know.
Yeah.
And they were in a 32-story building. Francie was there too.
We were there.
Yeah.
It's nice. Yeah. Did you travel much? Have you been? You've been down the States, I guess, eh?
I did one time.
Just once?
Yeah. I went with Sally then.
And you've been to England. You went back to England. Did you ever go to any other place in Europe? Did you go to France or?
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
No.
Just England, eh? How about Scotland? Did you go
No.
Not Ireland either, eh?
I have it's funny. My sister had 2 sons in Montreal. And they were only, her name was Garrett. And they were in the Royal Mounted Police. There's Sally. Oh. She's down there. Hello. Hello. Oh, not bad. Mary? That's Mary. Oh no, when we went through the Rockies, it was a funny place.
Why?
Well, as I say, it was we went through a big tunnel and they shut the windows because of the, but now it's different. But do you go through that Dees tunnel here?
Well, I haven't been through it for a while.
No. Judy's husband would never go through it. They don't like it either.
Oh, it doesn't bother me too much.
Well, I know a girl comes through that. I used to work with her. And I don't know whatever hit them. They got out the end and her brother and this girl had just got married. But the brother got killed through that Dees tunnel thing. But when I went to your place that time, it was a real nice trip. And then we went down way farther, Sally and I. And we weren't, a time had changed then. And we were over here on West 12th. Oh God, I heard something. They took Don's car from the front. Oh God, he was mad. Don didn't go with us that time. And he had to go and pay $6 to get it out. Yeah. Buster. I don't see Buster tour trucks either.
I don't know, I haven't noticed.
No. Yeah, so.
What time is it? It must be 2:45, eh?
I don't know.
How far is my dad from here? Where he worked?
Only down on 2nd Avenue.
Not,
Just by the aristocrat place.
not very far to walk, eh?
No. Just down by. Wait a minute, I'll tell you.
Oh, he doesn't have a car either, though.
Doesn't he?
No, my mom's picking him up today.
Oh.
Yeah, I know where it is. I was wondering.
That's his new number. 5340337.
Yeah,
But I had to get his new number.
that's in Langley.
Which?
5340337.
Is it?
That's their new house.
Oh, I didn't think it was. Well, I got his own one. The electric place somewhere under Bob. I know I have. That's where he works down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What's the address here? What, is this it? Are you on 14th? No.
No, this is Greg, isn't it?
Oh, it could be. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's Greg.
I don't know Greg's address.
What was I looking for? I was looking for your father. But you've got it. Where is it? The Marine on 2nd Avenue, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. 536-858.
Yeah, I'll have to phone. I guess he's working today.
Isn't that your dad's number?
Yeah.
Yeah, something. But I got his number out there too.
That's it.
Somewhere. Oh, I thought you had a car.
No.
Well, whatever, you take a bus. Very far down, isn't it?
Oh, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I should get going.
Have you been to, Georgie's making quite a nice little place, I think, or he is. Yeah. I thought when you lived out where you lived out there, when you were studying and that, I thought that was a cute little place right there.
Yeah, it was nice out there.
Oh, yeah. But your mom comes up to Kamloops quite a bit, doesn't she?
Oh, she comes up once in a while. She was up in September, I guess. Yeah. I think it was then. Yeah.
This caretaker of ours, was the door arm done when you come in?
No, I didn't notice.
Well, you wouldn't have got in.
What do you mean?
Haven't you got a key to the front door?
It was unlocked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, he locks it at night, you know. Because Greg come one night and he started going on the phone. I said, where are you? When he phoned, he said, I'm downstairs, but I can't get in. So I had him a key made so he could get in the door. I give him all keys. Well, Danny had one too.
I don't have one.
You don't? Well, I ain't got one for the outside. I got one for up here.
Yeah.
We had a bit of snow here, you know.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
It snowed quite a bit, did it?
Uh-huh. Kind of like the snow. I don't know. It's pretty. It's very pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got lots. It snowed 1.5 feet in the last week.
In Kamloops. Yeah, I know you had snow one time around like that. Quite nice snow. It's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of the houses there are air conditioned too, aren't they?
A lot of them are, yeah. Ours isn't. We're up pretty high.
The one Dave was in.
It's cooler up where we are.
And then your father had that place he was looking after out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
I gotta pay you for that bread.
No, you
You
don't.
gotta get on the bus.
I got some money.
You sure?
Sure. Don't have to worry about that bread.
A woman down the hall come to me. I had a little bit of weight. Well, I used Brown too, but she comes freezing down here. They all know where they're coming, you know, because I keep so much stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
I got the heat on in here. It's kind of warm. I like air.
It's nice in here right now.